opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Swift, the Lion ball carrier.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ball carrier.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one goes for 30 yards.
A gain of 30.
All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. On first down, it's Stafford. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Hall, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted, was it an audible, or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket. No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Minshew and the Jags now with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. 30, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Stafford going to give it to Swift. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Stafford. There goes a deep ball, end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. To throw again. Stafford flushed out right. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get him back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Throwing on third down. Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Deshaun Hand just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
It's now third down.
After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that is incomplete. Well, shame on them, Coach Davis. They went against your advice. They threw the football, and now they're backed up to punt this away.
They're actually fortunate. They went against my advice, but they didn't turn it over, right? No takeaway for the defense. They'll punt it now. They probably could have gained a few yards if they ran it, though, and hooked up with field position.
That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 47-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jared Wilson. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
The Jaguars take it.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Minshew going to lead up the Jaguars first and 10 right at the 30. They start on the ground with Geis. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At the 35-yard line.
From the 35 on second down, Minshew. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Desmond Trufant on the coverage.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Out of the gun is Minshew. The catch made by James O'Shaughnessy, the tight end. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. It'll be Minshew again. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie, Jeff Okudah. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
1st and 10.
With the number 3 overall pick, the Detroit Lions zeroed in on Ohio State corner Jeff Okudah, who is now one of 11 corners to go in the first round out of Ohio State since 1999. And since the Lions play man defense almost all the time, it plays exactly into his skill set.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It's 2nd down.
To try again after the sack. Stafford. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking downfield for Jones. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
Let's go. Do it. Down. 70, Indy. Here we go, T. Here I come. Here I come. Mike 51. Mike 51. Go team, spell. Check. Check. Hey, switch gears. Switch gears. Hey, exit. Go.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. The 20. 10. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are. And now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. They'll run with Swift. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Ball carrier.
Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
Tackle made back at
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
taken down back at
They snap it to Stafford. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And there's so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll hand it down to Geis. And he's got room. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there out of Geis. 43 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Minshew, 1st and 10, being chased out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Minshew, he gets it in the hands of Geis. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
brings up.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis.
Minshew's pass.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Lions.
Stafford on first down. Throwing deep for Galladay. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Had to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Here's Jack Fox now as he's on to punt for Detroit. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range.
And that's caught inside the 35. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back in pass rush. They've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he completes it to Westbrook. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. 44. Mike, 44. Watch the screen.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Intended for Kenny Galladay. Incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Chris Thompson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Ball carrier.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So they will go for it. Stafford throwing deep for Galladay. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Take over 1st and 10.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
General West. Hey, Team 6. Team 6. Hey.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. Touchdown, Jaguars! DJ Shark with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Lambeau to add on the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Jaguars 28, Lions 7.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. And on 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Complete to Jones. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 33. Call that a very strong gain of 24. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. But it's going to be 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again. Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. 2nd time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold onto the football while being jostled?
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Down Lions.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Intercepted.
They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
26 mark, 26 mark.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from Florida, C.J. Henderson. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 42. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
3rd and 2.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down.
61, matchbox, 2.
He can run for it, and he will. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
1st and 10.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
What we got? Hey, Delta. 44's Mike. 44's Mike. Check. Got one. Look at me. Zipper. 44. Watch the pass.
Now Minshew. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. On the ground, Geis. And he'll take this into the end zone. And touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Lambo on for the extra point. been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Jaguars 35, Lions 7. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Made the tackle.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
Let's put that team on the box. Check three, check three, check three. Check the
They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Once again, it's Swift. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags 33. Well, they only needed a small gain on.
And the Lions first down.
They'll run on first down. Swift, a pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars 24.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
A gain of a yard.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
And it's 3rd.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 4 yards.
On 4th down, Stafford. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. They'll try and burn some clock. Guys. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.